Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with your Mesonet weather report. I don't know about you, but I say that I've had enough of winter. So if we could just go right into spring, that would be lovely, minus the tornadoes, of course. But that last week was ridiculous. Now that we've regained our warmth, let's take a look at the latest drought monitor report and see where we are there. Well, it's not good news either, of course. We do see lots of more color on the new drought monitor map. Now that yellow is D0 or abnormally dry conditions. That signifies not drought, but areas coming into or going out of drought. In this case, it signifies, of course, areas going into drought, and it covers most of the state. We also have an increase in that moderate drought down in southwestern Oklahoma and up in north central Oklahoma. Those are the tan colors. And also just a smidge over there in west central Oklahoma, the Ouachita, Custer County area, and a little tiny bit up in northeastern Oklahoma. However, this is not good news, and this is a consequence of our extended dry period that we see. And if we take a look at those Mesonet maps, looking at those consecutive days without a quarter of an inch, we do see now basically we're at 100 days or more as we look at this map. So, and that covers basically the western 2/3 of the state, also up into northeastern Oklahoma. And if we take a look, if we lower the category a little bit and go down to 1/10 of an inch, unfortunately, again, across the western, basically third to around a half of the state, we do see that dry spell extending even in the lower category. So not even a good wetting moisture event for that part of the state over the last, in some cases, 50 days or so, in some cases, 100 days or so. Again, these are just the consequences of this extended dry period. Now, we do acknowledge that winter is the driest period in Oklahoma. So when you're dry here in this time frame, you're extremely dry. How about if we take a look forward and maybe gauge our rainfall chances as we look into the next week or so, and also out through basically the end of spring. So these are from the Climate Prediction Center, and this is for next week. We do see increased odds of above normal precipitation. That's good news. We do acknowledge once again that this is the part of the driest time of the year. So if we're above normal, it doesn't necessarily mean a gully washer or two, but we will certainly take anything we can get, considering how dry we've been over the last 100+ days. Now let's take a look at March. Now this graphic, we see the top two graphics. Those are the March outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center. And basically you see the La Nina type of outlook, and that's above normal temperatures across most of the state, and also below normal precipitation across the western half of the state, at least increased odds of these outcomes. Again, that's generally what you'd expect at the end of a La Nina event. Now, the bottom two graphics, those show the spring outlook, so the March through May period from the Climate Prediction Center, and they expect to see, again, increased odds of above normal temperatures across the southern 2/3 of the state or so, and also increased odds of above normal, or below normal precipitation, rather, across the eastern 3/4 of the state. So not good news as we look into the future. Again, we are approaching spring, and that's a time when we can see that drought really get eradicated quickly with some good rainfall and storms. But we do have some good news, and that is it's not 0 degrees out anymore, so we'll take that as well. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.